The American COVID-19 vaccine maker Johnson & Johnson has decided to delay the rollout of its vaccine in Europe. The decision comes after the United States health agencies called for an immediate pause in the vaccine usage in the country. 6 vaccine recipients in America developed a rare disorder involving blood clots within about 2 weeks of vaccination. All the 6 recipients were women between the ages of 18 and 48. One woman died and a second woman in Nebraska has been hospitalized in a critical condition. The federal health agencies and the Center for Disease Control are working to assess the risks associated with Johnson & Johnson's single-dose vaccine. According to data from the CDC, nearly 7 million people in America have received the J&J shot so far, and roughly 9 million more doses have been shipped out to the states. The White House has issued a statement announcing that the pause will not have a significant impact on the nationwide vaccination plan. The White House has further clarified that Johnson & Johnson vaccine makes up to less than 5% of the recorded shots to date, and the United States has secured enough Pfizer and Moderna doses for 300 million Americans. While the move was framed as a recommendation to health practitioners, the government is expected to pause administration of the vaccine at all federally run vaccination sites. The state health officials are expected to treat the pause order as a strong signal to do the same. The vast majority of the vaccine supply in the United States comes from 2 other manufacturers, Pfizer, BioNTech and Moderna. Together, these 2 pharma giants deliver more than 23 million doses a week of their 2-shot vaccines. There have been no significant safety concerns about either of those vaccines in the country yet. Scientists with the FDA and CDC will jointly examine possible links between the vaccine and the disorder. An emergency meeting of the CDC's advisory committee has been scheduled for Wednesday. And we earlier spoke to Dr. Dana Hawkinson, the Health System's Director of Infection Prevention and Control.
Yeah, I think that's an important question. Obviously, that kind of just hit today. We've heard about AstraZeneca, just as you mentioned. We know the World Health Organization still recommends that and advocates for use of AstraZeneca. Certainly here with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, it is concerning. You know, these are rare events happening about 1 per million doses of vaccine. These events can happen at 3 to 4 per million in the natural population. But I think the story to understand here is that this is why our systems work, our protocols work. We have been very focused on transparency in the United States about identifying these vaccines, making the knowledge transparent, and focusing on the safety and efficacy of these vaccines. This pause with Johnson & Johnson was out of an abundance of caution, but that should help reinforce to the general public that there is nothing more important than the safety of these vaccines when they are rolled out to the general population. And so I think this point of the pause of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine rollout is more evidence of the intense scrutiny that goes into these vaccines, making these vaccines, understanding that they're safe. So I think the general public should really feel a lot better about that. That is why we have this. There's nothing more important than the safety of these vaccines. And we are being transparent and letting people know about this. So I think that is to be what people should understand, that if they are approved and if they are used, they are going to be shown to be safe and effective. And this is one more point showing there is nothing more important than safety that we're getting after in the subject of the vaccines, because people are concerned because they were identified very early. They were rolled out very early. This whole process of making this vaccine happened very quickly. But all during that process, safety was never compromised. So this is one more point showing that safety is not compromised in the rollout to these vaccines. And we will continue to evaluate and investigate what exactly is going on, and then give that message to the public in a transparent manner.